A minute, start again. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kim and I'm an addict.
Hi, this is Ronald O'Clair reporting for Ronald O'Clair, Patriot of the Press. Go ahead.
I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been using for about 5 years. Actually, I've been using all my life since I've been 17. But I did start when I was 5 years old. I started smoking marijuana. But anyway, the reason I want to do this video is to make people aware that recovery is possible. I had it for 5 years. Last night I got tossed out of a detox because I still had drug addict behavior. I was at a detox, I was fine, I was good, I wanted to be there, but I wanted to smoke cigarettes and I got caught. I got caught twice, so I got tossed out. You know, that was my own fault, but you know what, I really didn't want to be tossed out. And I went right to a recovery event. I didn't go right to using, which tells me I know I want to be clean.
Tell the viewers about the event.
Well, it was an NA event. It was at the YMCA. It was called Unity Day. I had some type of spiritual awakening there last night. They did the clean time countdown, and the love that was shown to me when they said the person with the desire knew were coming back. They lifted me up, and I had everyone around me hugging me, telling me they love me and they want me and that I'm worth it. And you know what? I firmly believe in my heart that I am worth it. I know that I can stay clean if I can just get clean. Staying clean is not easy. It's a lot of work, but the work is worth it. And recovery does work, and women do recover.
Show me a shirt.
Oh, this shirt was a shirt that the women in recovery gave me last night.
And it says, Try God, and it's with sequins on it.
There was a lot of talk about God in the meetings last night. There were two speakers from New York City. There was a woman and a man, and she went back to basics. It was about back to basics. Back then when recovery, like in the 80s and 90s, they told you to sit down, shut up, and listen. Today, recovery is so different, but, I mean, it works, They told me when I first got clean, do 90 meetings in 90 days. Get a sponsor, get active, work the steps. The steps are the most important part of the program. I have the gift of desperation right now, but I know within an hour that could change, and I could want to use more than anything. And, what's wrong with say bipolar? But anyway.
Bipolar recovery.
I want to be clean more than I want to use. I've been using for 4 straight years, and I've been in and out of detox for 4 straight years doing the spin dry thing. I haven't been able to physically kick my addiction. That's what keeps me using, I believe. That and,
Now tell them about being banned from Spectrum for a year.
Oh, yes, I'm barred from Spectrum for a year. I called last night for a bed, and they told me I was barred. They didn't give me a reason why. I know that I've had some bad behavior in the past, but nothing to keep me barred for a year. I could die.
They basically sentenced you to death.
I could die. Like I called and wanted help, and I begged and pleaded with them, and they didn't give me a reason.
And they didn't even care, I'm sure.
They didn't care, basically. They should give me a reason why I'm barred. But anyway, there are other
and also you got thrown out of the CHL detox program on Jake's
Yeah, for my behavior, though.
For trying to smoke a cigarette.
Responsibility.
They should find some way to make the detox people be allowed to smoke somewhere. A designated smoking area. Supervised or whatever.
A smoking facility, and I chose to go.
Yeah. Well, it's hard enough to kick one habit. I mean, and they expect people to kick nicotine at the same time.
You know what?
I'm a smoker. I know it's not easy to put them down.
They say that you'll go to any lengths if you want to be clean, and
this is true.
I want to go to any lengths. This time, going into detox, I'm going to go in with a different attitude. I don't care about the cigarettes. My life is way more important than smoking a damn cigarette.
Yes.
Now I realize that after I get tossed out, and I feel sad, I walked the streets all night. I didn't want to walk the streets. I felt, I don't feel hopeless or helpless because I know that there's hope. But I had a spiritual awakening last night, and it's been stuck with me all night. I turn tricks usually all night, but I didn't turn tricks all night. I did one trick last night, just enough to get me like one bag to not feel any withdrawal. But I didn't smoke crack all night. I didn't use like I normally do because I don't want to use anymore. Basically, I'm using against my own permission. I use just to be able to deal with being homeless. Right now, that's basically why I use.
And the primary reason you're homeless is?
Because of my addiction. It's like a catch-22. I'm homeless because of my addiction. but yet I can't seem to get a grip on my addiction, so I stay homeless. But the bottom line is I want to be clean. I'm going to get clean, and I'm going to help many people. I have a calling on my life. God has kept me alive. I'm 45 years old, and I'm like one of the oldest heroin addicts around.
Right.
Most people don't.
And one of these days, you could be like that gentleman that I saved his life on August 29th with a needle in his arm, sitting on the steps of the lady's property at 12 Charlton Street.
I need to say,
you know, one bag. And the zombie video girl said that she had bought. I talked to her yesterday. I saw her at the Richie Gonzalez's event on Main Street, you know,
yeah.
and she told me that she picked up a bad bag, and that's why she was acting that way. Now, don't you worry about getting a bad bag yourself?
I do and I don't. Sometimes, like, when I'm so caught up in using, sometimes I wish I would get that bad bag so I could be taken out of my misery. But yet, the reality is, I don't want to die. I'm afraid to die. I have children that I love, and I want to be a mother to them somewhat of whatever time I have left on this earth. I want to be a daughter to my mother. I want to be a sister.
The zombie video girl has a child, and she has another child, yes. And I asked her about that, if she wanted to be in their lives. She got up and slammed the door and left the vehicle.
Yes, because it's hard for her to deal with. She doesn't want to feel the pain of those losses.
I noticed the tears were rolling down her eyes as she left, yes.
Yeah, she's in a lot of pain. Basically, we use because we're in some type of pain. Any addict that uses is in some type of pain, whether it be mental, emotional, or physical. Those are the reasons we use.
But using is not a solution. It's a dead-end road.
Dead-end road. Because at the end result is we feel the same. We're left with the same.
And then so many hours later, you're going to need to go out there and turn more tricks to get more drugs, and it's a never-ending vicious cycle. It just repeats itself.
The man that picked me up last night, I hated him so much. I hated him for the fact that he was taking advantage of me. He gave me a little bit of money, but yet wanted to take so long. And that whole time I was in that car, all I wanted to do was get out. I did not want to be there. I did not want to give this man a blowjob for me.
Oh, gee. Oh yeah, no. But that's all right. I was going to say we couldn't say that on air, but that's okay.
We can't?
Well, I don't know about that, so we're going to let that slide.
Well, all right, we'll let that slide.
BJ,
anyway,
next time, BJ.
The bottom line is everyone knows who I am and what I do. God didn't create me for this reason. God created me to be something more, and I want to do the will of God. I'm tired of living in my own will. My will is so strong, and that's what keeps me using.
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
I need to fully surrender.
Courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Is the word. Surrender is the key. And by surrendering, I turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand Him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I do have an idea somewhat of what God requires and wants of me, and I know this. My heart is so heavy right now. I'm in so much mental and emotional pain. I'm not talking to my family right now.
We got to wrap it up, Kenny. So.
All right, we're going to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
Anyway, the bottom line is, this is a before video. I want to do an after video when Kim is in recovery and clean, and you will see a different woman. And I love recovery, and I want to live today. I want to have a life.
Look at the camera, honey.
What life I have left, I want to live it to the fullest. You know, we only have today. Today is all I have. Tomorrow's not promised.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you.
And I just want to say I have a lot of people watching over me.
There's people out there that love you, Kimmy. And the people in recovery love you.
Angels. One of my angels is William White.
Oh, good old Bill W.
I love Bill White.
Bill White was I sponsored Bill White 24 and a half years ago, and he passed away. He's the guy that he left me the Subaru before he died, and they smashed the windows because they don't like my videos.
My favorite, I got to say this one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
His famous quote is, "What I say."
That was Bill, what I say. Yeah, Bill W. from that. I sponsored Bill W. because I thought, I sponsored a man named William White who passed away on May 10th this year, and I buried him on my birthday, May 23rd. I mean, it was the hardest thing in the life of a sponsor to have to bury one of his clients. But Bill had 24 and a half years without drinking. He didn't get the